We're in today with the GTX 960. This is a 2015 video card with 1024 shaders. It's got 4GB of VRAM GDDR5 Samsung, running at 1228 MHz on the core clock and 1503 MHz on the memory clock. It's got 128 bits bus width, DirectX 12, and we're gonna pair it up today with this E5-2699 V4 with 22 cores and 22 threads, with hyper-threading disabled. I have today both of the 960 in SLI, but today instead of actually going with custom profile, we're gonna go with NVIDIA profile. That means we're gonna play games that were designed for SLI to max out the video cards, to max out the quality and see how they are performing with the appropriate games. The best thing we can do, jump in a couple of games and see how it holds. Let's go. I listened to that comment section and I came into the game with SLI knowing that it's going to work. I put NVIDIA profile and it doesn't work. It's utilizing 3.2 GB of VRAM from both of the video card. That's very interesting, but only one core is being utilized. 115 watts consumption from the video card and 30 watts from the second one. Actually surprising that the core is over 1000 and it's utilizing 310. It's like it's using this video card, I mean it's using the second video card for physics or something like that to get more FPS. I like the FPS because I'm on high details, you understand, but this doesn't justify having two GTX like this in SLI. So in this situation I do not recommend playing this game with two video cards like this. I think having a 980 or a 970 will be much better, you know. In this case it's not very adequate. I like the game, you know, but I don't like how it's handling multi-GPU. Let's go, let's see how we're doing. That was fast. War Thunder is not working with SLI. Definitely a nice performance from the 960, but not in SLI. Let's start with the best game that is designed for SLI, GTA 5. In this case you can see that I maxed out everything on 1080p. The game looks fantastic, it's running really nice, it's utilizing the cores on the video card. I got nearly 400 watts consumption with two GTX 960s. Damn, Daniel. So I got 3.1 GB of VRAM utilized now, and I want to take a drive and see how much VRAM I'm going to fill up. I need to stop at one point. Maybe I can see the maximum load on the video cards, the maximum load on the SLI combination. Already got 3.4 GB of VRAM utilization, and I didn't even start properly to drive, seriously. But it's doing a fantastic job, maximum core load, and in this case you can see that I already reached 3.7 GB of VRAM. I think 3.8 or 3.9 and I'm done. Definitely a good looking game, seriously, on 1080p. 1080p, I got a 1080p with 240 Hz monitor. Sometimes I put the game on 1080p, low details, I get 300 FPS and the computer smacks. I'm 100% sure if I reach 3.9 then I will get a lot of stutters, because I'm 100% that is the limit on the video card. 3888 megabytes of VRAM utilized in this condition, seriously. Maximum core load, nice temperature, 100 FPS in this condition, and yeah, I like it. 2 megabytes of VRAM, 3.9, yes! This is one game apparently that is doing a fantastic job when it comes to utilizing both of the video cards. Look at this, 4000 megabytes of VRAM utilized. This is insane. I got 54 FPS, not a lot of usage on the core, but it's doing the job. I'm on 1080p with maximum details. This is one of those games that works really nice with multiple GPUs. It's got internal benchmark. Apparently, because I have DirectX 12 video card, there's got a button there that you press it and it says enable multi GPUs if you have DirectX 12. And I like it, seriously. I like this idea of multi GPU setup. The only problem I have with this game is that it's bottlenecked by the VRAM, and if I pass over that, I mean, set it up with low details, medium details, keep the resolution, but if I do that, then there is a high chance on actually achieving nice performance. So in this case, with maximum details, 1080p, the game looks fantastic, it's running fantastic. It's not utilizing the video card as much as I would like, you know, because I got 4 GB of VRAM, it's got nice core performance. It can reach 100 watts consumption, you know, the video card can actually push, but in this case you can clearly see that it's not that stress. So I like it. I like this attitude this video card is offering me. If you're interested on playing games that work really nice, this is one of them. You know, this is one of those games that allows you to play with hundreds of FPS. You can actually see in some cases the load on the video card is 98% load because it's reaching nearly 200 FPS. That is the moment the GPU kicks in and say, you know what, for 200 FPS I'm gonna help you, but I need 100 watts per video card in order to deliver this. Which look at the wattage, 341. Many games I played on the system, and I notice old hardware like this, old SLI configurations or Crossfire are matching the CPU, and that is a good thing, you know, because whenever you're playing games and you say, well, the CPU is bottlenecking or the GPU is bottlenecking. No, here the video cards and the CPU are in a nice balance, and I really like it, seriously. If we're jumping in Battlefield 1 with this setup, I maxed out everything in the setup, in the options, and definitely a fantastic gameplay needs to be had here with this SLI configuration. Look at this, the game looks fantastic, 100 FPS, maximum load on the video card's core, and nearly on the VRAM, only 3.4 gig, I think 3.5 gig of VRAM. It's gonna be in this situation. Mark his head. Headshot, that's it. Oh no. Definitely a nice performance when it comes to Battlefield 1 with 2 GTX 960. You can actually see it's working really nice in SLI, very scalable. Oh my god. And if you're interested on actually maxing out the game, it's possible because you can see the core managed to do it with 370 watts consumption and 3.4 gig of VRAM utilized. Not gonna lie, this is a nice experience and I like it. But if we're jumping in Crysis 3, you can actually see on maximum details I get to use with this combination with 350 watts consumption from the wall. This is a heat generator. Oh man, this is actually fantastic performance. I got like 30-40 FPS with this. I mean, the game, it's looking fantastic. It's utilizing the SLI. Not a lot of VRAM, 2.9 gig of VRAM utilized here, but a lot of heat, man. You do not understand how hot it is in this room when you play Crysis with this type of configuration. The system, it's using only 7.4 gig of system RAM in order to deliver this performance. Like I said, I got a lot of wattage consumption from this, and yeah, definitely working really nice with 100% load on the cores. 100 watts consumption from this, so I will call this a big win for the system. But if you're interested on playing this game with this configuration, I think you have to lower it from maximum details to higher details or something like that. If we're jumping in Mad Max with this system, you can actually see it's doing a fantastic work. I got maximum core load here with this combination. I got 340 watts consumption, nearly 350 watts consumption with this configuration. Is doing a fantastic job. It gives you the FPS. It looks gorgeous on maximum details, you know, but sometimes you need to put a cap on it because it's making a lot of heat in the room, seriously, with this. I mean, 200 watts consumption from the video card. With the system you get like a lot of water, seriously. It's a nice performance from the video card itself because it's scaling very well in SLI. It doesn't use too much VRAM. In this case, only 1.9 gig of VRAM. It's got 4 gig of VRAM to work with, but it's not okay if you're using it at maximum, because every single time we managed to push the game at maximum, you managed to see that the VRAM and the core were like bottlenecking, and they were not giving me not even 60 FPS. So it's okay not to reach maximum VRAM. It's okay not to reach maximum load on the core time to time, you know, but in this case 98% load on the core, it's constant, so there is no question on utilizing the video cards, you know, because they are doing their job. In this game I maxed out everything. I put everything on highest quality, 1080p, and I want to see how the game is performing. Look at this. Definitely a nice performance from this SLI configuration. Definitely working really nice with maximum details. I got like 70 FPS here with only 50% load on the GPUs. Why? I think the CPU is on bottleneck here. I'm 100% sure this is the problem. 3.5 gig of VRAM utilization. That's actually fantastic. Nice kill, by the way. Some of them, they are using aimbot, you know, but it doesn't matter. They are when you have a nice game like this and you're ruining it with hacks, you're that low, seriously. 9.8 gig of system RAM being utilized. This is nice cheese. 9.8 gig of system RAM being utilized. The CPU doesn't theoretically doesn't have any problem, but it's 15-20% load on the CPU side, and because of the frequency, I think that's why it's lagging. 30 kills and 3 dead. 10 ratio dead. Oh, look at that. Ryzen, the crack. Look at that. Oh, look at that aimbot. The best way to test SLI compatibility in games is with this or with that GTX 760 Mars edition, because that is a fantastic video card that is very efficient, is doing SLI and it's not overheating because it's not very, I should say, it doesn't consume a lot of wattage, but definitely a good video card to test SLI combinations. The only problem is DirectX 11 and I don't like it, but this one, DirectX 12, it's actually fantastic. So if I want more games to add in the SLI, I have to test it with this. This is a fantastic setup. There's a lot of games that I tried and it didn't work. For instance, Cyberpunk, even if I force it, it still doesn't utilize the second video card. So many games needs to be written down in order to see how they are performing. But there is a list of database in which shows you what games you can play on SLI. I like the system, I like the GPU, I like the SLI kit, and definitely recommend something like this if you're interested, or if you can find something like this very cheap. If you manage to find this entertaining, make sure you smash that like button. If you have any suggestion for the system or for the video cards, leave a comment and I'll see you very soon.